I've been partnering with university geriatricians for a while, looking at ways to improve the early identification of cognitive impairment in community-dwelling older adults. We did a previous project in 2018 where we found that 26% of the older adults we screened had some sign of cognitive impairment that had not been picked up in the course of their routine health care. So we got some funding from the New York State Health Foundation and the Health Foundation of Western and Central New York to conduct this screening in 7 counties in the Central New York area. Normal brain aging would be, it's harder, like if you go to a party and someone's walking towards you, their name is not there, and you try to reach for it, you can't find it. And that's just because our brain is getting crowded with information. As the longer we live, the more experiences we store. And so we have to rifle through more pages before we can find the answer. And occasionally forgetting our keys and having to hunt around the house for them. That happens at my house a lot. Not me, but it does happen. And that's normal because when you're doing multiple tasks, you're not paying attention to all of them enough to store in your memory what you did. So when you're younger and you have a more flexible brain, less information crowding your brain, you can store things really quickly. When you're older, not so much. So you just don't record the memory of where you put those keys. But you can usually sit down and say, okay, I came in, I put my bag down, I walked into the kitchen, oh, maybe it's on the kitchen table. So that's normal, and we usually can find what we're looking for. Abnormal brain aging would be, I came home, I wanted to put my keys in a safe place, I don't know where I put them, oh, they're in the freezer, right? Why would you put them in the freezer? So it doesn't quite make rational sense that you would store them in the freezer, and that you definitely wouldn't remember putting them in there because that seems unusual even for you. But that's abnormal brain aging, where the brain just isn't making logical connections like that. Early identification just means that you have time to think about what you want to do as you go down the road. Who do you want to care for you? How do you want to be taken care of? Have you set up advance directives? Do you have a healthcare proxy? Do you have a living will? Do you have a will? We don't all prepare that stuff until we have to. So you can do all that planning ahead of time with your family members, have the conversations that are difficult to have ahead of time so that people know what you want, rather than waiting until you're advanced enough that you're in a crisis and it's hard for everyone to act according to your wishes when you're in a crisis. So it's better to know all that ahead of time. And if you get identified early enough, you might be able to participate in a clinical trial. You might be able to start medication therapies that slow down the progression of the symptoms. Even if they don't cure the disease, they at least help you stay independent longer.